Suck my pussy from behind.
Yeah. What'd you say, Lizzo?
Suck my pussy from behind.
Ooh.
That's what it sounds like.
You're going to put me to sleep after we make relations like that.
Are you talking to...
I'm talking to Lizzo.
Oh, right.
And you, since you look like...
I don't know what...
Polka Michael Stipe.
I'm going to come.
You look like their unicycle coach
Thank you.
in your rebrand effort.
Thank you.
Anybody watching on video, Eric's rocking our girthyroi tank top that his fiance made into a midriff that he's wearing. It's on sweatequitypod.com/store. We're throwing up designs on there.
Give me money.
Guess what's coming next? Fanny packs.
What?
Yes.
We're number one. We're the number one comedy business podcast in the world. Pragmatic entrepreneurial advice with real raw dog talk. Listen to us on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts. We're on it. We're on it, baby.
375 episodes. You still don't know what to say to that part.
And when we win, I get my gin. And when we lose,
what?
I got my booze.
Okay.
This episode sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one content management system, drag and drop website builder. You don't need to know code. They just came out with 7.1 version of Squarespace where it is all on, baby. I mean, I'm all up in it and I'm loving it.
What does that mean? All? Okay.
Oh, I'm all in. I'm in it. And she's asking, hey, can you push deeper? And I'm like, what? I'm as deep as I can go. And I'm like, yeah, babe, I'm in it.
I'm going to come.
It indexes you on search engines.
Did you come in?
It's got templates. You got plugins now from third-party operators, programmers. Let's get the party started. If you need the link for Squarespace, it'll be in the description of this episode. Howdy toddy!
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Yeah.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?
Mark.
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
We're rolling. We just get right into it, man. Now, because we're so good at pre-production, we let the guests do their plugs at the top of the program.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so I would say if you're on LinkedIn, Instagram, I'm on there. And then website is just markomlor.com, markomlor.com. Those are pretty much the main outlets for where you can reach me at.
Yeah, if anybody's listening and needs like either any basic to intermediate to advanced kind of
What?
knowledge drops on
All of them?
Well, like he covers the spectrum.
You're on the spectrum.
I'm definitely. But the the thing is, I think I started following you because someone reshared something you posted, and I like the way you go about talking about branding, especially on the visual side, not just the messaging side. Now, Eric is going through a rebrand himself. That's this outfit.
Yeah. Pick me apart.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I want to switch it up a little bit, you know.
What do you think?
Gay Walter White.
It's, there's definitely something there. Definitely,
something there.
Some unique expression there.
Absolutely.
It really all depends on, what you're trying to communicate, just like any sort of rebrand.
Yeah, what are you trying to communicate?
I don't know. I guess I just had a burst of energy 10 minutes before the podcast, and I was like,
So
Jess wanted me. This is Jess's shirt, by the way. This is a girthy ROI.
His
We
fiance.
didn't wear this one, right? She cropped it.
So girthy ROI. That's our slogan for the show because we want to
Negative space.
little negative space so you can wear it in public. That was the idea.
Yeah, I can wear this in public.
Nike font because no one's going to be like, no one really is going to read that unless they really look at it.
Right.
That was the idea. When you get funny shirts, but they say something like super crude on it, I had a Brett Favre I had a Green Bay sucks Brett Favre swallows on the back.
I remember those.
My mom threw it away. I think I was 13. I put it in the wash and it just never came out.
My confirmation shirt.
The fuckery was I did my own laundry at that point. She went in and got it.
Did you pay for it with your own money though?
Yeah, $25 at the Bucks game. Yeah, that was like all the
Probably
cash
a really
I
nice
had.
shirt too. Really well made.
My friend Jimmy brings it up like every 3 years. He's like, "Remember that shirt, dude?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was fucking awesome."
I do.
It's on the level
Still
with
talk about it.
a Big Johnson shirt. Now you're wearing, for people listening on audio, which are most of the listeners, you've got a half crop top
Yes.
of our tank top, the girthyroi, like old school Nike style tank top. You've got yellow frames on with glasses on that I don't think are prescription.
Yeah, they are.
Okay,
Not
sorry,
that guy.
Sorry. And then you've got
I'm blind. Trust me.
you've got a
Please believe me.
you've got like a bad outdoor furniture hat.
Yes.
It's like wicker
I didn't make
almost.
This. This I did find in the closet.
What?
Not mine.
That can't be comfortable. Or
It's so hot.
I was going to say.
It doesn't look comfortable.
It's
it doesn't
hot.
look comfortable at all.
But I'm gonna wear it the whole time.
Oh, you know what?
I'm a pro.
You know what it reminds me of? A high cuesta, siesta,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Bottom line is you're working to bring the crop tops back, and I respect that.
Okay.
Yeah, dudes in the 80s used to wear that. Like
Oh yeah.
those were like under your pads for football.
Right.
You'd wear that maybe,
Yeah.
but you'd still look super gay
Panty
without
dropper.
pads on.
Right. Yeah.
Now you
Look
look
like you have a fake butt with all the pads.
you look like one of the PE coaches in Dazed and Confused.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a big riff.
Is that a good one?
That's a solid reference for anybody
Okie
that loves that
dokie.
movie. All right, I've got. Now you did rebrand on the visual side. I got a brand name. I invented a drink. It's a white trash drink.
Interesting.
All right, it's the best white trash drink you'll ever have. You got to put Tito's in.
Let's hear it. Okay, good
Some
start. good
Tito's,
start.
right? I'm putting it in. You got to get Canada Dry ginger ale plus lemonade, 0 sugars because I'm watching my figure. Right?
Absolutely.
You know, what's a lemonade and iced tea?
An Arnold Palmer.
What's a
Arnold Palmer.
lemonade iced tea and vodka?
I don't know.
A John Daly.
Okay.
You never heard that?
No.
Really?
No.
And then this
It's fun.
is blonde. It's Canadian. So I named it Mayor Rob Ford. Pretty.
Okay. All right.
You know how high I was
forgot
and
about that
excited that,
guy.
I came up with
I
that?
forgot about that.
I know.
guy.
Just pulled that from like 8 years ago.
It really is the best way.
Well, the fact that the
him.
fact that it has the Rod Ford name and you came up with it while you're high seems like it was pretty on brand there. So I like where you're going with name wise.
I talk about eating girls' pussy all the time on camera, I guess. That was the
Oh,
funniest.
that's right.
He's like, I got enough to eat for the both of us.
Really?
All right,
Still
Mark.
Talking about pussy.
We usually
You're
don't-
a fat guy.
We usually don't start with premeditated bits like this, but here we are.
Yeah.
We haven't been silly.
You're welcome.
We haven't been silly in a while. So, what? So, branding wise, let's do this. Let's ask the question. Well, I want to start off with a compliment for us because we were messaging back and forth, and you said you listened to one of the episodes where we talked about the creepy LinkedIn DM guys that slide into the DMs on LinkedIn.
Podcast promote.
Just why don't you tell us your thoughts about how great we are, just real quick.
I like the kind of the spin you put on it business wise. You know, this is obviously not your conventional business podcast, and I feel like in a sea where things are very repetitive content wise, you guys are just like, to hell with that. We're gonna do our own thing, and you own it, and I love it.
Well,
Thank you.
part of it's because we're immature. I mean, dick jokes will never not be funny.
No.
Anybody who
They're only
says
getting funnier.
anybody who says dick jokes, there's people that love dick jokes, and then there's the little bit of people that say
And there's
they hate them,
Mormons.
but they're lying.
Liars.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly. They're liars.
Dicks are always funny.
Farts are always funny. There's
Like-
a universal truth.
And then if you really get in any like golf club locker room or any bar, lawyers hang out at, or anybody that talks real business, they are way way grimier than what we talk about on here.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like it's closer to Wolf of Wall Street kind of talk,
right.
You know?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of surprising things.
Yeah, a lot of Quaaludes, a lot of cocaine, a lot of hooker talk, and you're like, wow, I was just trying to make a dick joke, you know?
I had a mutual friend I saw this weekend. He had a black hat. It just said cocaine on it in white, all caps, serif font.
Wow. What do you think about that,
I was
Brandon?
like, that's awesome.
Either that, you're a narc,
I want one
the
that
worst
says
narc ever.
Barbiturates.
Yeah. So,
Open Container was another fun one.
Mark, you're in the Tampa Bay area, right?
Yes, I am.
And you moved here from where?
I was originally from Columbus, Ohio, so I was from the default city of the default state of the default region. So I decided after 24 years to get the hell out of there and move somewhere more my taste.
So the second most defaultiest.
Yeah, we get all the rejects from Ohio and Florida. We get all the uncles that get strewn out on pills and shit.
Not you though. Not
no,
you.
You're cool.
Not you. You're a cool one.
Oh yeah, no, I moved there. I moved there 4 years ago before all the New Yorkers and New Jerseyans caught on. So I was kind of ahead of that curve.
Well, yeah, I saw what I call a gratitude post that you posted about moving here 4 years ago, and how it's been a game changer for you. You know, it's weird you're within the area because usually all our guests have been kind of everywhere lately.
Yeah.
Let's go reverse style on the way we ask the question. We're gonna ask the question we asked last right now. What advice would you give your 13-year-old self?
31-year-old self.
Okay.
Advice to my 13-year-old self, I would say just genuinely believe in yourself. I think that would be because, you know, you can have all these big ideas and just keep them in your head forever, or you can commit to them and look yourself in the eye and say, you know what, we can make this happen if we stay persistent and we don't just, you know, bend and break when things get hard. Just stay the course and you'll never know what great places you'll end up.
Did you grow up without a lot of confidence in yourself?
It was definitely self-taught. You know, I wasn't, you know,
what does that mean?
I wasn't the most. It was something that I had to sort of build into, you know, whether I, you know, had this, you know, this greater perception of myself. But, you know, I was kind of had this, you know, scrawny, dorky frame or whatever. And, you know, what I was, you know, perpetuating or believing myself, you know, wasn't really resonating with people. So I really just had to build into it. You know, I had to, you know, just kind of become, you know, the persona I was today, whether it was, you know, getting better as a designer, getting more, you know, active in the gym, putting myself in situations where, you know, I would otherwise be awkward and uncomfortable, and just learning and growing through lived experience. And you know, I didn't want to wait around for someone to, you know, take my hand and put me into these, you know, situations where I would grow and become a better person. I had to do that for myself. I had to make myself a little bit uncomfortable to discover something greater within myself.
Yeah, there's got to be that objectivity. At least that's how I've always been. It's like the confidence comes from just knowing that what good looks like, and then do it like that.
Right,
and that's all spread out through your whole life. It's kind of, you know, and if, you know, be humble about it. If you don't know what you're doing, it's fine.
Were you kind of an introverted, nerdy-ish guy growing up? And didn't really gain weight. You look pretty big, I'm guessing, but you could
benching right now.
Yeah, are you doing squats as you're talking to us?
Yeah, I'm actually in between sets, and now that you mention it, it was actually it's funny to say that in high school the only sports I did was I ran track and I ran cross country.
That's what I would guess.
Graduation high school.
Yeah, cross country's not a real sport. I've been
I don't think it's. I've
been talking about it on stage.
It's wow, really?
It is.
Yeah, it's the only sport for like when you got like these skinny kids with nothing else to do after school. So you're
just go run.
Yeah, you just
go run.
Put on
in
these
the
tiny
woods.
shorts.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Looking back, that is 100% accurate. Like seriously, I came out of high school about $130 soaking wet. Everything that you know, everything that I am build wise started in college and just, you know, built from there. But yeah, I would say definitely started out introverted for sure. You know, I was not really a social self-starter, but you know, through college and life after college, I, you know, like I said, I just put myself into these situations where it's like, you know, it may not be comfortable at first. It may not be what, you know, you think you can handle, but you're going to realize that, you know, it's not as terrible as you think it is. And you're going to become accustomed to these otherwise uncomfortable situations and ultimately enjoy them. And that's kind of what pushed me more over to the extroverted side that I enjoy today.
Yeah, you're eloquent writer when I see all these posts about you know your industry, branding, and it's that thing of like, I think it's always good to be that nerd, you know, that grew out of that you know, when you were talking about kind of growing up and getting older and getting physically bigger as well, gaining confidence, it sounded like you made yourself earn it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I like to sort of incorporate that journey into how I speak about the work I do, because for every business that goes through, whether it's a refresh or a rebrand, it's a self-development, self-improvement process. You're looking, you as the, you know, the owners and operators of the company are looking within and trying to, you know, you're asking yourself, you know, what do we want to be known for, and what do we want to be remembered for, and how do we communicate that visually? And if we're not doing that currently, and if we're not, you know, attracting the people we want to attract, well, guess what? We got work to do. We have changes to make. And the sooner we own up to that, the sooner we can enjoy life as a brand and as a company that communicates exactly what it wants to communicate with clarity and with confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to be like, oh, you protect your own brand, but I mean, you life rebranded yourself after cross country. I mean, by the way, hold on real quick. Cross country, whoever invented that, there's something shady going on there. Like some parent that didn't want to watch their kid or something. It's like,
yeah,
what
It's
can
like
they do after
it's
school?
like it's like
Costs
micro days. Cross country is just micro dosing marathons. It's a gateway.
Right.
It's a gateway drug. Look out, parents.
and then like
marathons are too long. It's brutal.
they could talk while jogging, which I've never been able to do in my life because
Right.
I'm
You're like
a sprinter.
friends with the people you're competing with.
Like, but they could just have carry a conversation, just jog a light 5 miles, and I'm like, that would fucking kill me. I wouldn't be able to talk. I'd be like,
Well, they're done in like 18 minutes.
yeah, I know.
That's the weird thing. You're like, what? You're done?
And
3 miles, huh?
The teams I had at my all Catholic high school, all boys high school, was like they were playing grab ass and stuff, and like,
Oh, I bet they were.
like, well, the priests weren't out there, but it was one of those things. Like, it's just like, this is even.
You guys are always good.
They might as well
running
be
away from something. That's for sure.
They might as well be skipping on lily pads. You know, like they're not really doing much. This is when it's so easy for them to run. It was just like, I want to see you red in the face.
I know.
About to puke
Run
every
up a hill or
time.
something.
I want to see you piss down
Take
your
your
leg.
shoes off.
Yeah. Now your post, it's reminiscent of kind of how we talk on the show, a little tongue in cheek, a little like this is how it is, in a little bit of like infotainment. Like you're trying to educate
Right.
people about branding, and you've been the one thing you've got over us is you consistently put it out there. In that kind of form on social media, but and I think that's part of your brand, right? A lot. Here's the thing. I kind of grafted a personality around you from your posts.
Oh, here we go.
Is you're not flaky like other branding and design people.
Oh, absolutely. Because I mean, I don't hide behind I don't have an agency name or any other, you know, pseudonym. It's all me. You know, it's me. It's my reputation that I'm putting out there, and I want to embrace life as more of a more public figure. You know, I want to have that reputation of being this you know pragmatic designer who speaks in that, you know, infotainment, you know, style, and I want to have that recognition. And so if I were to be sort of flaky or sort of, you know, be inconsistent, that only speak poorly to me. And as someone who's trying to build an audience and build momentum with my business, the only sensible option is to show up every day in some capacity or another and continue to put my knowledge out there.
Yeah, I think the knowledge gap, for just really anything that leans towards digital. I know branding is online and offline, but I think the knowledge gap between kind of low tech people and where we're at right now, it's a huge gap that you're always going to have to be educating to, or you're going to it's going to be harder and harder when you bring on someone.
There will be robots to educate them.
Yeah.
Or do it for them.
I mean, shit, that Jasper AI shit.
I feel like it's going to just, eventually they're all going to hold out long enough and it's going to do it for them. And they're like, see?
Dude,
didn't need to learn it. Told you.
Jasper AI is writing our book for us.
Good. Finally, Jasper, lazy asshole, that wrote that book.
That thing writes content pretty goddamn well.
I know.
But what my thing with why do you think branding is so undervalued? Now, your pricing on your site, I think I saw for an hour of consulting, it's $250 an hour, which if anybody's listening out there that needs this help but can't afford it, you should just coach them up on how to manage like someone on 99 Designs or Fiverr, or manage expectations of getting the rebrand done on the cheap. If I could pitch that lower tier people that can't afford your package services that I think start at like $3,000.
Pull that up.
But why do you think it's so undervalued? I feel like I always talk about marketing, and you might get in the marketing bucket for a lot of people. Marketing on the P&L on your income statement, it's the first thing to get cut. It's the first department to get cut. And I always say it's a percentage in that income statement, in that P&L. It's not a flat line. It's not a budget cut. When things get tough, you really need that marketing department.
Right.
Just dealing with it today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You want to talk about
Nope.
it? Okay. Can't do
Really
it yet.
do that. I'm
Gag
just
order.
saying, I'm like, God.
Well, you'll say it months later from now.
No, don't say
Well,
that.
I would say the biggest thing, like what you were talking about, when times are tough and you feel tempted to make those cuts marketing wise, is when you need it the most. It's like you need to not compromise on any opportunity to keep your message out there and keep your presence out there. And one thing that helps tie the marketing efforts together is the branding efforts, is because when you have that message that's presented consistently and displayed, visually in a consistent manner, that's what helps you to continue to resonate, whether, business is going great or business is going bad. It shows to your audience that, we don't crack under pressure. We don't kind of wilt under hard times. And people want that. That's a leadership aspect. When you say, showing our customers and our clients or our shareholders that we're going to be resilient through tough times and continue to put our message out no matter what, that's what people admire. Like, no matter what sort of, personality your brand embodies, if you're willing to continue to keep putting your message out there, unwavering, unfazed by whatever's going on, there's a respect there. And when there's that respect and admiration, people are going to be more drawn to your message and more drawn to your brand, and ultimately will want to do business with you. People don't, where's the respect in a brand where the second times get hard, they're like, oh, that's it, I give up. We're going to slash our marketing budget. We're going to make sure fewer people hear about us and few people remember us, and somehow that's going to improve our business.
Right. They just don't want to work at it.
There's no congruence there. There's no congruence there, and
it's scarcity logic. They think it's scarcity when times get tough. They think this stuff's fluff, right?
Right. Well, I could understand a hardcore re-examining of the marketing strategies and campaigns. Sure. Spend some time doing it, though. But, just be like, no, we're just going to pull money from it. Good luck.
And Mark's one of the few really good designers that also talks about the messaging side, which I actually feel is more important than any visual. Look, your brand, it matters. Is it everything? Can you get away with being successful with a bad brand? Sure. Could you spend time and effort
If it's like really old
to figure out
and they
who
didn't know
you
better
are?
and they're a 100-year-old company and
Right.
it's worth $1 billion, it's like, yeah, they're classic brand.
We used to say, like,
Yeah, I guess.
you gotta, for most small businesses, startups, you're doing the side hustle. I always tell everybody, we used to say this a lot in the office, was like, you need to go do shrooms and go camping. Go do shrooms. Who are you? What do you do? Why are you better? What are you providing with value? Those kind of
Where
things.
am I?
You know,
How did I get here?
why are the walls melting? They're making kaleidoscope colors. But really, like when you start out, for a lot of people, and we kind of speak to a lot of those side hustle or people that want to start their own business to our audience, really, is like you are the brand. Now, you need to separate yourself and make it scalable, and you need to just have some basics. Have a logo that doesn't look like fucking Windows 95.
Right.
Like,
you don't need a shield.
It needs to be flat.
So many shields.
Well,
What if I take the letters and put a shield behind it?
the metaphor I always have, though, it is your logo is your shield. Mark talks about it being your flag, and you're talking about it more in a legacy kind of way. I think about it more of like, this represents you outside of you. You know, I'm wearing a TB Tampa Bay Rays hat. I would never get the Devil Ray hat because
Why not?
now it's cool because it's retro and the
Yeah,
the
you
fits.
flip-flopped real quick
The
there.
fits
You
look
thought
cool.
I thought
no,
it was
no.
cool.
But
And now you want the Devil Ray hat.
classic
I want to see it.
baseball logos.
Copying me,
we
bro.
needed to fit in. We needed to fit in to the rest of the league. We look like jabronis with the Diamondbacks.
Yeah. I remember that new Ray. I was like, what? Where's the rest of it?
Once we got the TB that's simple, very minimalistic, baseball
Yeah.
style, I was all in. I'll buy every color hat I can.
Yeah,
wait.
like '90s were kind of a rough time to enter any sports league. Yeah, granted, you look back now and there's like a novelty to it and a nostalgic element, but like being one of those new up and coming leagues, and it was just like the design trends were so wild back then that we needed to kind of correct course with that more dignified look that, what was it, like 2006, 2007, where they finally made the switch to the TB.
Well, it's like
Yeah,
when you get you have to get frustrated with clients that just try to add more shit on there, and you're like, no, this is a diamond,
A shield, maybe.
right? This is yeah,
Same.
a little
Throwing it out
Zelda
there.
pixel shield,
Some yellow glasses and a shield.
a tunic and a shield and a sword. But it's that thing of like logos. I like doing logo concepting because it's a puzzle. They're really difficult.
And then if nothing shows up, it's just like,
Yeah, but what I realized later,
somebody.
after we've done like 200 rebrands on our side, is like you can still use that for icons. You can still use that for other imagery. You can still use the brand names that didn't work out, that didn't make it as the actual official name. You can use that in the copy, or throughout copy on the website, or in your brand messaging. What I didn't realize, like I would just toss every bad concept, the concepts that didn't get choose, just toss them out. And it was like, oh shit, you can actually repurpose some of this stuff. And if you want to get rid of someone, really, that's not going to be a good client. You just show them those as logo concepts.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, creativity, you feel like it's sunk cost if it's not picked, if it doesn't work, right? But you might be able to reuse it.
Poor mindset.
I have like jokes that don't work out just talking about that subject, but if I tuck it into this topic,
Behind your
it'll
legs.
work. Yeah.
Yep.
Like
it's a girl
shaving,
joke.
like shaving my pubes over the toilet. I've been doing it. Reverse cowboy my whole life, like AC Slater, and I realized right before the vasectomy, I can just sit on the toilet normally and do it.
Yeah.
And then it fits right in with the story.
Yeah, you're a genius.
Yeah, except I went too fast and it was like getting a carpet stuck in a vacuum on my balls.
Stuck in a vacuum. Oof, dude.
Yeah, I cut myself bad.
Is that an Adam Carolla joke?
No, that's
No, real life.
my noggin. That's what happened.
Okay.
Thanks for remembering. Mark, what do you feel about we had Tomer Hen on recently. He has a a supplement that is called Seize, SIIZ, and it's about optimizing your creativity. How do you get to your creative zone? Like,
Smoke weed?
Really, it's usually like early in the morning for me. Usually, back in college, naturally it was like, really, late at night, bunch of caffeine system, blah blah. It's like, but I grew out of that, and it kind of like reversed course to the point where it's like
Cocaine.
first thing in the morning, those first like 4 or so hours in the morning, that's like peak creativity. Get a little bit of caffeine in your system, some music that doesn't that isn't too distracting, and you just go after it. That's kind of the basic overview of how I get into the creative state, and just having clear-cut intentions of what general direction are you to go for. Naturally there's going to be some deviations, sketching here and there, trying to come up with what that final solution is, but just having some light boundaries for yourself and some a little bit of direction, along with that the stimulus aspect, whether it's caffeine, music, whatever. It all plays a part in at least my creative process.
What time you wake up?
Usually around 6 a.m. I'm part of the 6 a.m. gang.
Got up at 4 this morning.
Yeah, me too.
You got my Wordle and Quordle right away.
Oh, you blew my mind with the Octurdle.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What the hell is your problem?
I heard about it on Legion of Skanks. I was like, I got to check this out.
Guess what's next? Septapentahydron.
What's that?
Turtle. They're not even using the word.
Yeah.
They're just past that. They're just turning them into turtles.
Well, I'm going to tie this in. Like design, all design is iterative. Nothing really is new.
You're fucking iterative.
Bam!
Right.
I fucking nailed that shit. There's nothing you're really going to create that's 100% unique. Eric's a good designer and a good artist. I see these things as puzzles more in my head. Like it's more kind of mathy. Like logos are like, just keep it minimalistic.
Write that down for the next t-shirt.
Get it the point across. And the worst thing for a logo or a brand is to be confusing.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, no, you need it. People always say that they try to frame this as an insult when they say, "Oh, I could draw that logo on a napkin," and I always say, "Great, so
do it."
That's what you want.
You can recall it. That brand is so top of mind that you can just recall it that easily. How is that a bad thing? Now you're thinking about that company as opposed to any other company in the industry. Like, how is that an insult?
Little kids will write it on their notebooks. I remember like kids would put like Adidas and Nike and Puma.
Or trying to draw that perfect Nike check symbol. Mm-hmm. Impossible.
I would write Big Johnson cartoons.
Impossible.
No Fear, dude. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was your favorite. Did you ever have
and ones? With
and
all
one
stupid sayings.
Well, and one was cool at least.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because it was black dudes.
Oh. Was it though?
Skip to my Lou, dude.
I don't remember that.
My N1 name is Hot Man.
Are you talking about the mixtapes?
Yeah, N1 mixtapes. I'm not talking about the
I was
shirts.
talking about the people who wore the shirts.
Yeah, what is it?
A lot of white guys.
Life is basketball. The rest are just details. Wow.
Right.
I really pulled that out
There
of my
were
ass.
some really stupid ones.
Massimo was dope.
What else?
We're just going to talk about a lot of 90s brands that Mark wasn't around for.
Right.
I was at the tail end of these. I remember the names, but I was like too young to really like appreciate them. But all these names are ringing bells for sure.
Well,
Classic.
I'm still just slaving over trying to get us rebranded to an early 90s neon kind of theme.
Mm-hmm.
Not realizing it's like the hip thing kids are really into now. Hence like the Devil Ray jersey.
Right.
Like kids are wearing that because it's got all the neons because it's kind of ugly. Like it's all these Zuba pants are making their comeback.
Yeah. I mean,
Those, ugly is cool.
see some asshole dressed like me.
I still rock Umbros
Nobody likes that.
or Kappa. All right. Well,
Sambas.
Sambas were dope, dude.
That's a good one.
I was a Lanzera guy. Anything you want to leave us with? I think the last thing I had for you was really like, you kind of talk about your brand is your legacy. And I don't know if that's something that's, I noticed that in a few of your posts lately, right? You're kind of talking about this is the thing you might be remembered by.
That just hit me hard.
Right.
You know, we got gray pubes, so we're starting. I almost died on Saturday driving on the bridge from Tampa to St. Pete. That tire popped. Did I send you? I see the picture.
Oh, that was on the bridge?
On the top of the
Holy
bridge,
shit, dude.
I'm in the left lane.
Fast lane.
I'm going 70.
Oh.
And I'm such a psycho. I get calmer in emergency situations. I get all the way.
Humble brag your way.
No,
You got
I
it.
mean it's just it's psychotic.
It's all right.
American Psycho, dude. I don't know what that is. I think that's
Well,
why.
I think psychos are cool then.
Thanks. You ever heard of Whitney Houston? But it's that thing of like, I went all the way 5 lanes over to the emergency lane, didn't even make anybody move their course. And I was like, but then it hit me like the last couple of days. Like it didn't hit me until like hours later that night.
Oh man.
I was like,
Life's
I could
short.
have really fucking died because of fuck you, TireRack.com. They just called me and they're like, we're not going to take that warranty. For the old tires, one of them popped like that, remember?
Yeah.
It looked like shredded fucking cheese on a goddamn taco.
Go to a different place, dude.
Well, no. Well, they're like,
No.
the customer service in email was like, if you buy new tires, you got to buy them so you can get
From where? What's it called?
TireRack.com. Fuck you.
Is that a good one?
The lady called me today. And I was like, your guy told me to buy tires so that I can get paid for the shitty tires that popped. I've had 2 pop. Fucking on the rim. Trying to drive. Like Grand Theft
They're
Auto.
on blast, TireRack.com.
God damn, dude. I'll show you the tire, dude. It's in my car still. I have to keep it. Anyway,
We got time.
I'm going to record. They're going to call me back tomorrow. I'm going to record it because I was
Tell
like,
them right now. Just do it right now.
no.
At the end.
I'm dumbfounded.
Yeah, that's good. This is good.
She was like,
tell us more.
She's like, yeah, well, the tread isn't really as low as it's supposed to be. It's
Did you
supposed
get
to
her
be.
name?
No, she's going to call back today or tomorrow.
Call it right now.
No, I'm going to record tomorrow. Caught me off guard. I thought it was the customer service guy I'd been talking to. Anyway, Mark,
You're a girl.
any advice about legacy, your brand? Like,
How to sue tire companies.
look, TireRack has
Entire company.
TireRack is a pretty shitty brand, and they're ruining it by their brand messaging via their customer service.
We'll never shop on that store again online.
Fuck you, unless you hit our ad salespeople up.
I mean, I would never buy tires online, though.
Well, I would just say that any action that your company makes, including apathetic ones like Tire Rack did, it's all a reflection on your brand and whether or not that's really supporting your values and your messaging. So you have to be mindful of that, whether that's in a certain ad campaign or a way you treat your customers. It's like you have to be mindful of this because these are the kind of things that compromise your brand equity, which is basically the summation of perceptions and opinions that shape your brand's value. And when you do not live up to what you're talking about, that's going to compromise your equity, and people are going to perceive you as this kind of shifty, unreliable brand, which no one wants to be remembered for that.
Well,
I want to find the gnarliest published company values that we can find. Because they're all the same mostly, but there's one out there that's awesome.
company values.
Yeah, that like they
core
put
values.
Right. They put it in their business plan.
Oh, it's got to be like OnlyFans or something,
Maybe. We got to find it.
or like
Send it in.
Fleshlight's
Mail
core
it in.
values.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Dishwasher safe,
Right. What's your mission?
in and out.
Yeah.
Don't tell your wife. Thanks for coming on, man. We'll have you back on. I have a bunch of other questions. I want to hear about showing fewer concepts.
More outfits.
We're gonna both rebrand by the time you come on again. What's it called? We'll have you on before the year ends. Thanks for coming on, bud.
I would love to come on again. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, keep doing your shoulder presses, bro.
Oh, for sure. Yes, absolutely.
Hit that kratom.
Thanks, dude.